Hey guys, welcome to another episode of 234 Essential. My name is Ayomide Tayo.
And I am Ugochi, the evil stallion.
Yes, and we are recording this a day after the presidential election in Nigeria. So welcome.
While it's still hot.
Why is it hot? Some people are voting today.
Some people are voting today.
But when you listen to this, we already know who our president is. But some people are voting today on Sunday because of the logistics problem over the country, and some people, there's a lot of violence in some places where they could not even come out and vote. So Lie-NEC rescheduled the voting for today. So voting is commencing again, day 2. You know, in Nigeria, we don't do things once. We don't get it once. We have to do it 3 or 4, 5 times.
You understand?
Even though Lie-NEC had 4 years to prepare for this.
Only one job.
That
one shocked me.
But anyway,
that one shocked me.
Anyway, we'll be talking about the election in this episode. This is the election special, part 1, because we'll have another part 2 soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Post-election special virtual edition.
Yeah. So let's start with fan mail real quick. I think we have 3 fan mails. We'll try. We can read 2. I'm not sure about the third one, but let's try and read the first 2, Sha.
Let me just remind you, Sha, we interrupted your intro, and you've not told them, like, this is the podcast that breaks down the Nigerian reality.
This is the podcast that will tell you things that happen in the polling center. And the polling
just they play. I love it.
We were in ground zero.
This is my best intro.
Listener, Sha, this is the podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience and helps you make sense out of this country we call Nigeria. And this is the best time because this is Nigeria at its finest. At its ugliest.
The one way we can get involved in the politics of the country is happening. Yes. Only one way: we are voting.
And if you're a long-time listener, thank you for listening to the last episode. We are here again.
The poll.
We've fulfilled our civic duty, so we are now counting votes.
Did you fulfill? Because it's only just that I heard you on the phone. I don't know if you went. Did you?
I went. I stayed 3 hours. I'll talk about it. My area was worse. Yes. All right. Fan mail 1 from Ifeoluwa Omoyele. Hello guys, how are you now? Thanks for the good work and lovely content. See, my family is essentially to write about 2 things: the state of the nation and the caramel pandemic. Backstory: if you don't know what the caramel pandemic is, Caramel Plug is the name of a Instagram influencer who happens to have a podcast. And the episode 1 of our podcast went viral because of the things they said on it. So it's called the Caramel Pandemic. That's a quick breakdown. First and foremost, what is wrong with Bubu, Emefiele, APC governors, and everybody in that party? Why are they all confused like this? My sister.
Now when God done the work.
Supreme Court gave order, Bubu disregarded it. Bubu gave order, El Rufai disregarded it. When confused elephants are fighting, it's the masses that suffers the pain. I sincerely wish every Nigerian well in these trying times. I hope we can all go out to vote next Saturday. And for the second agenda, it is called the Caramel Pandemic. I'm sure you all saw that rubbish video about the ladies, influencers, saying some rubbish stuff on that podcast. In all honesty, I care less about ladies with such dumb way of thinking. But my rant and annoyance is with the Nigerian content consumers. That rubbish video made rounds on every Nigerian social media platform. The clout and the traffic that video got was really annoying. Why do Nigerian content consumers like consuming rubbish content, promote, share, and retweet this unhealthy content so much so that other content creators try to tailor their content to unhealthy and stupid discourse just for the clout and numbers that come with it? Because at the end of the day, the algorithm doesn't care about the quality of your content. Rather, it is about the traffic and numbers your content got, which could then be monetized later. If you want to start analyzing the content of that video, nobody will live here today. That aside, those Twitter influencers will never post or share healthy content or podcasts doing well, but they rather fish out stupid podcasts and pretend to be outraged by it. We've got loads of Nigerian podcasts and podcasters putting in all their best to dish out nice content. They don't get half the PR these rubbish guys get. So I ask again, what is wrong with the Nigerian content consumers? The content creators or podcasters have their own issues, but if we give the right attention to the healthy ones, the stupid guys will remain irrelevant. I honestly was pained by the ugly PR that video gave podcasts in Nigeria. You need to see different takes about the podcast pandemic. On this note, I want to say a very big shout out to you guys and every other Nigerian content creator and podcaster putting out great content, even with the not so great numbers. Thanks to you all and God bless you! !
Love it. This person is
Yeah,
obviously very pissed. Can't even deal.
no verse, no verse.
Should
Fan mail 2.
I read
Dave,
this one?
yeah, read it.
Okay, because the last one is short. Family 2, David Bristol. Hail Ugochi, the Evil Stallion, AOT2, Phil, and Nana. Hope the whole team is doing great. Almost some years ago, my parents made a joke that I must study law. If not, they will not pay my tuition. Little did I know that they were not joking, and it was a great threat. It was a gentle threat, rather. I accepted, obviously, and decided I'll do this thing to the best of my ability, then drop it and pursue an alternative venture afterwards. Fast forward to current date, I am in my final year studying law outside the country. I'm sitting pretty on a first class GPA. I have been thinking a lot about life after school, and I was asking myself how on earth I would convince these people now that I may go into something else. So later same week, I received an email from academic services that I got the highest GPA in my last academic session. They are going to be giving me a special certificate at an awards night, publicizing it on their social media. I don't even know any reasonable way to convince myself that I should stop pursuing the legal career path. I will always be a realistic person. If I'm good at something, that's what I stick to with a long term mindset. I'm honestly still confused how someone who has dreamt and wanted to go into finance has bought market somewhere else better.
Yeah, sorry. Oh.
How the person wants to go
Well,
into finance when the person is good at law, though?
at least you are excelling at law, and if you still want to go to finance,
Exactly.
you can
To
get a
crunch
master's in
numbers.
finance, and you have two solid degrees that can give you two solid careers because they're not bad careers at all if you look at it
Yep.
anyway. Yeah,
Or she can go into corporate law as well and just be
yeah,
doing that for them there. So,
yeah.
hey.
It's not as if you are studying husbandry or human connection. Yeah, all those weird stuff. Yoruba education.
Education, Islamic
Yeah,
education.
no, there's no point in that. Yeah. So at least you have law. That's good. You still want to go into finance, and you know your CV is packed. You have
Yeah.
more options, quality
Yeah,
options.
understand.
All right, family 3, Chiboy Caesar or Zar. Hello guys,
All of them.
it's me again. I've been away for a while. Work has been hectic, so I was away from the podcast for a minute. But like a podcast son, I'm back and I binge listening to all that I missed, and to my utmost surprise, a beautiful co-listener also weighed in on it. I'm genuinely humbled and appreciative. Two praying emojis. Just for clarity purpose, we are doing fine at the moment. We are both keeping it celibate for now till she's ready to start having sex again. Oh, okay,
Wow.
cool.
Oh, the
Of course,
guy.
we still go out on dates, share kisses, and do teenage-esque makeouts. Relationship day okay, just say she no one knacks till we get married, which will happen soon. I'm Nigerian, she's Ghanaian, and we are both in Scotland. Share you see why the marriage stuff they take extra time. We'll see, brother, we'll see.
As in,
Anyways, we are both in a happy place and our Valentine was beautiful. AOT2 and Ugochi, you guys are you are wonderful. No be small thing that they do with this on our podcast. And yes, I follow on all social media platforms except Facebook. LOL. Bye for now. There's no need for Facebook, don't worry.
love it.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Congrats on your relationship going stronger and stronger.
Do you understand? And shout out to our listeners all the way from Scotland.
Yes, the people that were scared.
Because listen, especially those in Aberdeen, if you're listening to M234 Essential from Aberdeen, that's like far out. And I hear you guys are really going through the shit and racism is on a high. So shout out to you guys for also
Yeah.
queuing in.
All right, let's jump into. There's no need to ask for how our week went because that's what we're going to talk about anyway.
The,
On the
the week
podcast.
has been crowned.
Yes, it has been. There's
In the
nothing bigger.
election.
There's nothing
Don't
bigger.
understand. What again could have happened?
So, tweet of the week is from a guy called Nazar the General. Now, these are not confirmed polling results, but it's just funny. Just flow with us to the end of it. There's a punchline. PDP 3, APC 16, LP 81. Then Ajibola Gray retweeted, Obi won a polling unit in Oshodi. Bro. And he said something really vulgar in Yoruba, which I don't want to say.
Please, what did he say now? Say it. No chance that you don't want to say. So, is this
He
podcast
said,
experience?
what he said is that who wants to see my balls? I'm awake. That's what he really. That's what he said.
That's what he wrote.
Yes.
Me, I'm ready. If he shows us, who am I to say no?
And there's
I
another
don't mind
one.
that.
Another polling unit results. School for the blind, Jabi
I
Abuja.
swear.
Presidential, LP 21, APC 5, PDP 0. And somebody replied, even the blind don't see Shaggy.
They'll see Shaggy.
Yeah,
Shaggy Pro Max.
Pro Max indeed.
We
And this leads
collected
us
it.
obviously into our major talking point of the week,
Love
which
it.
is the election in Nigeria. Finally, the day has come. We were talking about it. The white workers have finally come to the north. Yeah. So a little background story. I want to go. So in case you don't know, we are recording virtually.
Yeah, I can't.
Because
I told them in the beginning. So before you say the next thing now,
yeah,
don't mean that because I'm not seeing you now, you don't say something that you want to maybe want to shout out, but you want to insult me. I'm aware, and I can
okay,
say it right back. You
okay,
understand? I want
sorry,
you to know that it is stop it. You understand?
okay. The reason why we're recording virtually is that because the son of man knows Nigeria very well, and I don't want to enter any to and fro commotion in and out recording the podcast. So
Yep.
yes, it's me and my household. The Lord is with us. Please, as I did my house, thank you very much. I know you Americans can't relate because you people go to work and vote on the same day. It's not in Nigeria. The one ends when we start
It's a
to vote.
public holiday.
It's a public shutdown. So yeah, so this is the aftermath of this is the Boxing Day of election. So we're not moving around.
No.
Anyway, on Friday, I went to Ugochi's house to go and collect the microphone I'm using to record right now.
Before you are saying it as if no, you really something you breezed by Ugochi's house, please. Not
Sorry.
in this
Now
stop.
wow. Anyway, as we are leaving, we said let us pass the Oba Legushi road because that is just a shortcut for us to pass. And lo and behold, it was locked. The gate there was locked, and you couldn't access the main road. Even people who wanted to enter through that place could not enter, and you want to leave, you could not leave. In my mind, knowing Nigeria very well, I said, let's say it's about to go down.
I love it.
I said, okay. And the next day, we all woke up by His grace, and we decided to vote. I went to my own polling unit around 11. First of all, INEC came late.
So then you now showed up late too. Oh, you had informants there that told you they came late.
No, I went there twice. I didn't see them. I said, okay, no problem. And I went there finally by 11:30. And I stayed on that queue till like 3:30.
Wow.
Yes. And the problem is the Nigerian factor. People were leaving the queue, but the queue wasn't moving. People were entering from the side,
Was it the accreditation line?
So what they did was accreditation. After they accredit you, you vote immediately. Yes, so there wasn't like any sharp. But people were shunting. All these Egba Dugbos, all these aunties that live in the neighborhood that think they can be chancing people. Started causing a lot of chaos and hold up on the
How so?
So until me and some men now came and said, oh yeah, everybody should be online. If you're not in the line, you should get the fuck out. That's when the line started moving. And the next 30 to 40 minutes, we voted. That's why I saw Ugochi's, it was during the process of waiting, and I saw your
headlines.
Your WhatsApp message. They don't slash some people. I said, well done. I trust. I'm going to call Echo for show. Leko. And I heard that there was a DJ at your polling unit before. They were giving people jams and everything. I don't know if it was a polling unit. It was close to your polling unit. I don't know. But I saw a polling unit near your area. There was a DJ playing music. The next thing I heard that they were slapping people and they scattered ballot box. I said, well done. This is how it starts. This is the Lagos. This is not the Afrobeat. This is the Afrobeat. You got it. And next thing we heard that Oshodi 2 director, some people could not, that if you're Igbo, you should not come out and vote. Mafoluku, they even bought the ballot box. They burnt it. They burnt the ballot boxes there. And and as you were telling me, I saw soldiers in my own area patrolling. You see the soldiers on more.
You guys, sorry.
Okay, fair catch me. I just say something happened again.
Somebody just sent me the video.
Okay, fair catch. I think we're doing live reporting. Yeah. And as we were complaining, I saw a lot of soldiers in my own area. And you see soldiers, they were carrying tripod. You think they were Instagram influencers. They carry tripods, they carry camera. I'm like, now wow. In the hot locations where problems were happening, soldiers were not seen until after. And yeah, let me now hand over to Ugochi because Ugochi's side was more lively.
Listen, I've been waiting to pop off. It's like, you know, it's like, could you see my face? You could
Yeah, I
imagine
can
it.
see your face. Yes, I can imagine it.
Listen, you guys, first of all, shout out to every Nigerian behind the keypad that has a voter's card and came out to vote.
Especially that woman that got beaten. That she came back to
Listen,
vote. See, that woman, icon.
you guys, I have stories for days. First of all, as I mentioned in the last episode, it's my first time going for the election, like going to vote during an election.
Oh,
and
your cherry was popped finally.
Literally popped. The virginity gone.
Yeah.
I woke up. It has still, see, not from a split. It was hard penetration. I slept really late on Friday night. I couldn't sleep for some reason. And then I woke up the next morning, Saturday morning, 25th. First, thank God that the elections were not moved because I would have literally lost my mind. When it was Friday night and no, I didn't hear anything, I was like, okay, we're good. Next thing, Saturday morning, 25th. I woke up in the morning. I woke up by past 8. I went outside first to go and look from my gate.
You go survey.
Do you understand? Whether the area, whether the land, the day, I be the land, no day. Whether they don't allow water to cover our road or whether water, you know. So I went outside. I checked everywhere. I saw people were trying to find their polling units and all of that. Yeah. I looked down the road. I know from my junction, if you look left, is that gate leading to that corner side.
Yeah.
And then if you look right, is the place leading to the other side. By the way, shade on you. Maybe I beg you that please, you should carry me to the markets. But it's not carrying me. See, now if you have agreed, you would not have seen that road that they blocked. But anyway,
it was good that we saw it.
It was good that you saw it, Sha. It was good that you saw it. So I came out of my house by past 10 and I started walking towards the Oba's Palace because I found that all the polling units were around the Oba's Palace. For me, the layout was really weird. We had about 15 to 20 polling units in Ikate because we had Ikate 1, Ikate 2, and Ikate 3. So there were people coming from even with that Spa Road. There were people around coming towards the palace. Now, actively, there are 3 entry points. Well, 3 to 4 entry points into this area. Yeah. 2 of the roads were dug up. Friday night.
They were what?
They were dug up. They dug up the roads.
Shout out to the governor of Kogi State.
Listen, we're looking at the Kogi, not knowing that it's in our backyard here. They were digging up the road. They scattered 2 roads. So that gate that they locked, they dug up the road. And then there's another entry point. They dug up the road. They left only 1 entry point good. Every other place was dug up. And I remember I told you that it was environment. So there were people from all over the other side of the road, people coming from different places coming there. Guess what? All these 15 to 20 polling units were all centered in front of the Oba's Palace.
Yes, no.
And there was not one security present at the time when I got there.
You know if you did.
See, there was only like let me not say lazy, but there was one police officer. He was aged, very aged man. He, no weapon. He was just there. And then one other woman, just old guys. And then I looked at the way they had set up that place. That gate that they blocked, you guys were trying to pass. They used one big banner to close the gate. So if you're standing outside, you can't see. Exactly. You can't see inside. I swear to God. So we thought, okay, maybe it's because there was a polling unit there, so they don't want anybody to have easy access in and out. So no problems. You guys, they do accreditation. I was thinking, should I jump the line or should I be an obedient citizen? Okay. Okay. Did you hear that? Okay. And I decided to go and join the line. My dear, it never even reached 20 minutes where I make this decision, say, make I attack you.
They changed the line for you.
See, they scattered everything. They started chasing one guy. You guys, they broke chair on this guy. They were punching. They were giving... What I just started hearing, go to your village if you want vote. Go to your village. You say you want post Obi, go punish you now. You see money where they vote. I said, okay, see money. No, you guys, this thing is sounding like jokes,
It
but
sound like
it
thing.
was.
It sound like thing.
Do you know, it took my brain a second to process that these people were actually trying to come and scatter the election,
Yeah.
the process. It took my brain literally a second because I just saw everybody running. Next thing we saw them beating somebody. So I thought that they were beating the guy because maybe he did something wrong. But I looked at the guy, Bottega wallet, looking nice. Look at his wristwatch. They beat this guy. Apparently, the guy made a video of them when they were giving them money to go and do what they were doing.
Oh.
So that one that they chased to where I was standing, they bust the guy's lips.
Damn.
My God. Just because they wanted to, they say, in phone, it's in phone, they give her a phone. So the thugs were saying a different story. So we didn't understand. And we had old people at my polling unit. You guys, Ikate came out. I'm not even going to lie.
I saw the video.
People, listen, there were people everywhere. There was no
space. In your polling unit. Was fast in your polling unit.
So he was in the polling unit opposite my polling unit. He was 039 and we were 004.
Oh, okay.
So his polling unit was just like next to us. So when they attacked, it was when this thing I'm telling you was when they attacked all of us there. He was even there at the beginning and we didn't even know. To tell you how like quiet everybody was. They harassed people. They started beating up people. They threw our ballot box on the ground. Our Lie-NEC officials ran into, because my own polling unit was in front of the healthcare center here in Ikate.
Yeah.
And they just ran into the place. And then, let me tell you the story about that healthcare center. Now, when Buhari just last year, now they just do sharp, they just build them. Now those boys won't climb the fence. They carry stone.
I know that health center.
Yeah, I know that. They started throwing stones at our election officers. I promise you. Now they want them to say, make this stone not reach the glass of this medical center. Make them no fight them. That's how those boys went away from where we were and carried the chaos to Bangbala, which is what went viral on social media. Because Bangbala's polling unit had people. They were the ones with the DJ. They were the ones with they had food, music. They had everything. They were good.
In my area, they don't share food though. PDP only shared gala and
you guys.
They only share gala and coke, which is paining me.
There was yam porridge. We had yam porridge. They can't have more than that. Yeah, they had like yam porridge. They had like jollof rice. We had turkey and grills. But me, I didn't eat anything, Sha.
I think what I saw yesterday, especially in Lagos, two things. APC's time is up. Like, no matter how they want to do, that time is up.
They know they check them.
People, normally, when there's violence, people run and don't come out to vote again. But
exactly.
I saw clips of people fighting Agberos. That you want to scatter here, fighting people.
I say the guy that they bust his lip. Yeah. It was even him that came to come and meet me later to tell me thank you, because when I was the only one that had the courage to go back to go and meet him. Nobody else was touching him, and because we know that Ikate is highly APC, like people were looking for him, boys were looking for that guy, so he had to stay one place, and he ran into the house of an APC person. Now the man they change him for him. I swear to God. The boy was like, if you touch me, I will call the police on you. You guys, before in less than 10 minutes, what we saw was army rolling in. For the first time in our life. We're so happy to see the army, because it was just like, what? The response, I was like, if Buhari hasn't gotten anything right doing it, then this response time is record breaking.
Did you see what Obalegushi finally came out? Right?
I heard though. I have not watched it.
He said that the reason why they closed the gate was because they saw strange faces coming to come and vote. And I'm like, so you know everybody.
Does you know the people in this place when your money don't collect money?
I'll put it to you that Obalegushi does never know Ugochi. Doesn't, and you are like,
how can he know me?
A mile away from him.
Literally, is that not stupid of him? Is that not a stupid thing to say? Because they really tried though. They tried.
A lot of these traditional rulers are complicit with what goes on in these communities.
100%.
And it just shows, Elegushi was the one that just overdid his own. A lot of them still did this rubbish too. In places that there are no media, like Ondo, Ekiti.
Exactly.
He went there in those states too. But because Lagos, we are quick, everybody don't bring our phone.
See, You know what, this guy did not estimate social media in their plan. They didn't
They didn't
factor it
estimate social
in.
media. They didn't
They
estimate that
listen.
people are this angry will come out and vote. Not only vote, wait and count and wait for the results to be
Live, live, right in front
Yeah.
of the people. See, you guys, it was a full movie yesterday. Do you know once Ami came like this, now everybody's trading up. Of course, there was the polling unit though in Ikate here that they poured all the votes into the gutter, so everything was lost and they cancelled that polling unit. But like other people got the chance to vote. You guys,
Yeah.
all the people that I saw personally that they beat yesterday came back to vote.
Yeah.
One of the guys was like, he was going home and a policeman now saw him when he was going home and he was like, where are you going to? He said, I'm going home. He said, why? Because they beat you. Please go home and change and come back and vote. That literally, that's how he came back. Like, shout out to that
where
guy.
are they run they go?
Do you understand? No, Nigerians were tired.
How was it?
Do you know? Tell me.
How was it like when after voting they're not counting the votes for you guys?
See, they say we should not shout. LP's votes. That only APC. When you hit any, but as APC they get 6 votes, 2 votes. We need to shout LP when we see it now. Like how far? It wasn't working. The numbers weren't adding up. In my polling unit, there were 750 registered voters, but only 119 were accredited and came out to vote yesterday.
It's possible.
But see, no. We get like LP, definitely, of course, we held the fort on the presidentials at the polling unit and it was a victory. And like,
So, after I finished voting, I went back home. Then when I came back, they were just about to announce the results. So they started they counted PDP zone. PDP did it 7. First of all,
listen,
I'm just happy that PDP already knows that you're not this Lagos State governorship. There's no hope for you people.
No.
You don't even count you people as serious people.
We don't know you guys.
So they counted PDP. PDP did like 7 or 8, right?
Shit.
So they now counted APC. The APC did like 74. Hey, boys, you are afraid. So when the guy now held the votes for Labour Party, I was about to count it. APC guys were like, it's a lie. The paper just looks full. It's not that much. Meanwhile, one guy already done the mathematics already. You need the amount of accredited voters. So when they counted the void votes, the other parties and PDP, you already did subtraction. The guy just said that Labour Party has won.
Love it.
When they were counting Labour Party, all of us were shouting, 1, 2. When we just got to 70, and we saw that there was still more, we started laughing at APC.
Listen.
APC agent there wanted to cry.
I swear.
When we got to 81, everywhere just went mad. Like, we finally won. And in my street, right, where my polling unit is a very long street. So there are like 7, 8, 9, 10 polling units there. And everybody, and when I was just walking there, everybody just said, Obi won here, Obi won.
That's it.
He said, Talo win. I said, Peter Obi. The guy was so sad. You could see he was an APC guy. He was
very
so
crazy
sad.
person.
A lot of people were shocked in my area that Peter Obi won. Like in my area, don't worry, Labour Party, we delivered.
Wait, what was your own polling unit?
I can't remember the name, but that whole Ogba, okay.
I know.
We cleared it for them.
Yeah, definitely. That's an APC stronghold too.
And normally it's an APC stronghold. And those boys came out yesterday. Normally they come out and drink, they'll be laughing, blah, blah, blah. Don't come and influence votes. Nothing happened for them yesterday.
I love it.
People came to vote. It was mad.
People turned up. People turned out.
People turned out. Like, they didn't expect the level of anger that Nigerians have been storing for 4 years. And I feel that this result that Peter Obi got is just a backlash from that NSAS movement. People have been holding that NSAS, that anger has been still there for 2 years. I said, we'll catch you now. For 3 years, we'll catch you now.
Whether they no open toll gate, or be they open toll gates with the vex.
No, I've said that by Monday. By the time this time next week, toll gate, you will pay for toll gate.
Tinubu will say, see, I will show you people.
Bastard.
I will show you people don't have respect or regards for me. Listen, I don't know if Kwankwaso's party even got any vote at all. That is
Kwankwaso is not going to get anything He's not going to get anything
Taste.
he's not going to get anything in the south, but in the north he will do damage. He's going to cut a lot of northern votes for Atiku and Tinubu. He's just
My
going to be
question
there.
is, all the things that are happening in the north, how many people are in the north like this?
So there are plenty. So the north is his own animal.
Literally.
There was clearly underage voting, and some places they're still voting till today. It's going to be obvious. That's why I tweeted that wait for the Kardashian sisters and their BBL, because when they pack their nyash and their votes,
listen,
you can win three states, but whoever carries one of those states will clear your own 3 states.
Man, but why do we always feel that though? Do they really have those numbers? I read an article on stairs.
We're not sure they have those numbers. But according to our census, which is very, very faulty, they claim they have those numbers. So that's one of the defects of our population. No one truly knows how many. This 200 that we say is just a guesstimation, right? Over the years, people have always said it that how come there are more people in the desert area than there in the tropical region in Nigeria? That's only Nigeria where there are more people in the desert area than the tropical region. But at the end of the day, the Kardashian sisters are the Kardashian sisters. We still have to wait and see. We still have to wait and see. All I know is that this Lagos, the APC go no say, these people they vex.
They don't like us. They really
vex.
don't.
And they vex.
See,
if I'm Sanwo-Olu right now, I will get malaria. I will have malaria. I will have malaria. Because even in Alausa, Labour Party was winning. Labour Party won in Aso Rock polling unit.
Presidential villa. What?
It's a madness.
It touched everybody. That's what we just kept on saying at my polling unit. It touched everybody's angry.
Yeah, everybody's angry. People are just tired.
Listen. No. I want to say shame on who?
I'll say that for flop of the week. Okay. But the thing is that it shows that it's possible. And this is going to give us more ginger. That look, these people, this structure they say they have is violence they have. They don't have any structure.
Toggery. That's all they have.
And it's high time as Lagos.
Criminality.
Lagos is filled with 20 million brilliant, beautiful, hardworking,
young, vibrant.
We cannot. This thing that Epsolomo is doing, we should not tolerate it anymore. An illiterate thug should not hold people to ransom anymore.
At all. A fool with a gun.
It is unheard of.
100%.
How can you go out in Oshodi and be telling people that if you're Igbo, you should go back to your house, that you should not come out and vote?
That's what they were saying at my polling unit too. Yes. It's like they gave them the same script everywhere, all around Lagos.
So that's what they're trying to use now. They're trying to use tribalism. But they know that this generation, we don't send though. Anybody
they look face.
See, if now Ogun worshipper go make Nigeria right, I'm voting for that person.
100%.
If it is a gay person that's going to make Nigeria right, I don't care. I go
100%.
Because we voted for a Bayelsa man. You know what? We voted for a Hausa man. You know what? When they call Ichibo now, and I thought say no.
Do you understand what I mean?
We'll go around with all the old tribes. All the old tribes within Nigeria, we'll go around.
It's even from that, like, we now know, and it's so clear, and it is obvious and clear as day to all that everybody is tired of bad governance. Yes. And this is irrespective of where you're from, your religion, your practice, whatever it is. We are fucking tired.
It'll be won a polling unit in Lagos mainland. It doesn't get Yoruba than that place.
He won in Ikoyi, 800 and something votes. Hey.
There's some places, even deep in the southwest, he's winning. To show that Yoruba people are telling you, enough is enough. We are not doing it again.
100%. And guess what is even making this whole election process so sweet? Is how everybody is waiting behind after voting to count their votes and be sure that it is uploaded.
Steve said in his polling units, people brought out mat to sleep. They say this night.
We day here with Una. Did you see the people that cooked for their people?
Yes, now. People really went out. In my area, I'm vexed. They gave us the national gala and the hot cook.
Oh God!
What's that?
It's so that evil's mind will be okay. Will come down. Anybody that's planning evil, the cook will hook them in their throats.
Yeah. But I'm very happy with the results I'm seeing. Even if Peter B doesn't win, I don't care.
Listen,
this Lagos, let us shake them first of all. Let us
See,
shake Lagos first of all.
Peter Obi has proven to us that nothing is impossible. Like
Yes, man. They say
everybody
no
kept on
structure.
saying,
They say no
do you
structure, no
understand?
structure. Social media president. See him now.
But look
See
at
him now.
that. The social
at
media kids came out yesterday
They came out yesterday.
in their
Even
numbers.
I saw old people coming out in their walking sick, coming out to vote.
Listen, the person that
Yes.
took me that picture I posted on social media,
Yeah.
it was an old woman and her husband. Because I was sharing umbrella with them, they were taking pictures and selfies. The woman was posting it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Her husband had to go and sit down, but she stood in the line, held the queue for them.
Yeah.
Omo, I said, this is the dedication that this is the dedication we're talking about and we're looking at. 100%. People
Also,
came.
shame to INEC. INEC had 4 years to prepare. Now they say they can't upload. All this. We know why there are hiccups now. Clearly, we know.
Oh my
You people are
God.
compromised. But don't worry, we go follow now. We go follow now toe to toe. We go march
So-
fire for fire.
My baby girl all the way in Nsukka, I think she said she voted at the university primary school.
Yeah.
She said her electoral officials or the election officials said that their eye is paining them, that they can't upload it on the internet.
They should bring
Their
eye drop. They should bring
Do you
eye drop.
understand?
Eye drop day. They go bring eye drop.
Say eye they pain them. Say which
Your
eye
go
they
clear.
pain you.
If they slap you 2 times, your eye go clear.
She said they waited there till midnight till to 1 safe. They were waiting there until they uploaded that thing and they left that place because
Obviously,
nobody's
you know
going
that INEC officials were already told that, change this team if you don't go our way. And then people don't know.
We gonna get the idea. No worry.
And you know another crazy thing?
Tell me.
Peter Obi won in University of Ibadan. Like, how fucking crazy is that?
What?
He won in the University of Ibadan. They both,
What?
when I saw when the students were counting, they were counting it. Like they said, we go count and they go. There was a place in Delta. It was under a bridge where Okowa built that bridge. And there was a polling unit under that bridge. And Labour Party won. They're not sending me to go do bridge.
No.
Bridge is not the problem of Nigerians.
That's not what it's doing. If you ever passed through Delta, you just feel like, what is going on in this place sometimes? There's nothing going on there. It's just bush left and right. I don't know. I think there was...
And they'll not be building bridges. I don't know the young governors and bridges. They'll be building
small
bridges
roads. Small road, they don't carry bridge puts. Why? Why are they doing that shit? For what?
Now they started collecting results and we're not yet see clear. When you're listening to this, it will be clear, but we're not see clear yet on how it's going, you know. Obi is in the lead in some places. Tinubu has cleared Ekiti State. That one sure. Shout out to the people of Ekiti State.
Oh shit.
You people like slavery, so congratulations on your slavery.
Fuck. How many people do Ekiti safe?
No. There's some people that in life they choose to be slaves. So let them we'll celebrate their slavery for them. But the people that want freedom, we are plenty. So yes.
Breaking the chains.
Kardashian sisters, don't worry. It's until Tuesday they'll bring out their own results. Don't worry.
But that's low key, right? This is my fear with the process. I know with the introduction of the beavers, accreditation thing.
I know that human beings are the ones behind BVA. They go do mago behind them. Forget.
See, but why can't we just go full on electric? Like electronic rather, as opposed to having for our elections.
In this country where you cannot transfer on back app successfully, you have to pray. It's where you want to be doing electronic. We're not yet
it's where you open your app, you need to kneel down and pray to God. Or you need to and beg the app.
When you need to pray, then you have to not don't look at it. Carry your eye covered. Because if you look at it, you know you're
looking.
Carry your eye covered. Yes.
Oh my God, your own money is making you shy.
Yeah.
Love it.
So right now, they're collecting results. It's a very slow process. They made it very slow. The system is very slow for a reason because they want to rig. I heard that Wiki has been threatening people in his own state that, because people said that Peter Obi carried that state. I cannot have it. I know. So,
but I saw somewhere in Port Harcourt that the police came to come and scatter a polling unit and put the whole thing on the ground.
Yeah, it's normal. Imo State, they are voting in Imo State today because majority of the polling is there could not vote yesterday. So
I mean, still doubling back to INEC and their inefficiency by and large.
Yeah.
There were some polling units here on the island that didn't get any that didn't get any polling materials or voting materials till late in the night, and some didn't even show up at
There was
all.
a place in the east. I don't know where in the east. As at 5 o'clock yesterday, INEC
Yeah.
officers had not yet. They're not yet started.
Wow.
And if you see this place was a large polling unit. People were there. And they were peaceful,
Wow.
but they were demanding for their rights that today they will vote. They must vote.
At Dowen College, the polling unit at Dowen College in NEC Phase 1, they had gone home. They started their own voting at past 8 p.m. at night. That's when their electoral officers finally came. They finally showed up at that time. I also saw that Chevy View Estate, Zikloma was reporting that they only allowed a couple people vote out of the myriad of people that were waiting there to vote.
Why?
Till late in the night. They said that the voting materials has finished. What does that mean? They didn't plan for accredited or registered voters.
INEC had 4 years to prepare for this.
Just this.
Nobody will be fired at the end of this election. Nobody will be fired.
Of course, nobody will be held accountable.
Nobody will be held accountable for this rubbish. And the next 4 years, they'll continue to do this rubbish again.
No. But I think this year has also built some type of hope and faith in the system.
Although some places, the polling unit officers came as early as 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And by 12 o'clock, voting had been done. They uploaded the results. They are gone. Everybody are gone home.
Shout out to areas like Ibutemeta.
This kind of place, they won't fuck up.
You understand?
No,
my friend in Ibutemeta had finished voting when I was still trying to do accreditation. She was done. Shout out to all those voters too who were 001 at their polling units. It's just like,
some people what?
Listen, don't even play. Now they be number one on the line because just like see, we die here. We die on this line. On God, yesterday, I felt that same spirit that we felt during the NSAS protests, but this time was filled with hope. Much hope.
If APC has shown sense during that whole NSAS period, COVID-19 response period, they would have had small hope in this election.
They would have.
But because of the way they are cocky,
the
way they sound structured, the way they use hooligans and thugs,
do you understand?
There's no problem. We're not voting for you.
Even if they even falsify their records.
You know that it was a struggle.
Listen, it was by a landslide. And guess what? If they were not scared, why do you need to use thugs? If really Lagos State is your own, why you they shake?
It's the structure they have.
Do you understand what I mean? If Lagos State is yours.
This is for Fashola that always opens his mouth to support Tinubu and APC and everything. I hope you can see the structure that they're talking about.
Who else again he won't support now? Nobody feel now. I see this so now.
I like us to no talk because if you talk, you will collect.
Do you understand? So we'll lose the bottom.
The anger is coming to him. So if you talk anyhow, it will be worse.
See, he's a bottom. He can't shout.
Bottom. Yeah.
Listen, he can't even say anything because he go collect. Where he one day? Because on his own, waiting if he do. It's so obvious that he's a scared person. There's nothing else. And I swear yesterday was indication, a clear indication that APC is actually scared and running. They have their heels to their head right now because
they're scared.
What?
They're scared.
No.
I'm sure they did this was yes.
Phil, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Let's go on. Settle with Phil, I beg. We're almost done anyway. We're going to have proper flop of the week. Yeah, so this election is just an indication that things are changing.
Here, so I'm just sending him a message.
Okay. So this is just an indication that things are not the same anymore.
No. Definitely.
And you're not going to vote according to tribal lines or religion. Whoever
some partisan beliefs.
No, we're not doing that. Can you do the job? Do the job.
Do you understand? I think that one of the most interesting things about the election for me was the conversations in silos. People had group conversations while the election was going on or during the process. People gathered around. First off, in my polling units, clearly There were people wearing flying APC t-shirts all over
You
the
know they hear word.
place.
That fan
Yeah.
base where they hear word.
They know they see putting all their city boys t-shirts and like looking at you dead in the face, like what do you guys want to do? I don't know why for the life of me, after that whole thing had happened was when those guys came out. Remember I told you that I didn't eat any food that was
Yeah,
distributed yesterday. The only
yeah.
reason I didn't do that was that one of the people that I saw that was enabling those boys was the one giving food and
The
drinks to
food, yeah,
people. I
yeah.
was just like, listen, it's not that
Before it starts to
serious.
vomit.
Like,
Before it starts to vomit.
you understand? Or for night now, make I go the join meeting where I know subscribe to, where I know log on to.
Where they see Tinubu for meeting.
Do you understand what I mean? As much as I wanted to eat, like I was hungry because I hadn't eaten anything all day. Yes, I took snacks, but like
I hate the
I
way
wasn't
Nigeria.
eating
I hate
much.
the way Nigeria shuts down whenever there's election. People can't go and eat. Everywhere is just as if there is
Do you
war.
understand? No, it felt like it feels deserted. It's just like everybody has
Yeah.
left the country and gone away somewhere. It's
Crazy.
so funny. It's because it's such a serious exercise. It's really
But
the only
seriously,
way the average Nigerian can get involved in the policies and politics of Nigeria is through
def,
voting. There
def.
is no other window of interaction for the average Nigerian. And so that day we take it so seriously. Like, and shout out to all those guys that I don't know whether they did not have PVC, but they were playing football on the roads. You guys,
No, those
come
ones
on.
go show. Those
Do you
ones go show.
understand?
2 stone each side,
Monkey
outside
post.
ball, monkey post, shirtless. Let's play on.
Let's do it.
The
My own
conquer man.
question is this: are you not afraid of my own question is: do they ever worry about the quota on the road that if they fall or their
They know
leg
they fall.
scratches
Monkey,
against it
monkey
somehow?
know they. Say monkey they fear when they swing from branch to branch. Don't worry.
Oga, no, that shit. It boggles my mind every time I see boys playing football on
And you
quota.
will not play set. Oh my
Do you
lord.
understand? Two asides.
So outside. Oh yeah, set. So yeah, shout out to the football players that came to that.
Like,
Yeah, they're everywhere.
see, I have a lot of shout outs to give, but I'll try to give as many as I can.
All right,
Shout out,
okay, do your shout out first.
shout out to the people who opened their gates for us to run inside when the thugs attacked.
That's very necessary.
Listen, they covered us, they protected us from harm. Shout out to all the Nigerians who came out yesterday to demonstrate their civic rights and exercise their civic duties. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to the army, the original city boys that came to give us Operation Bloody Nose. If anybody, literally, the army men when they came, one of them said, "If you know, say you don't chop today, go touch that ballot box." Now everybody line up first.
Nobody wants to bullets. No head.
Make nobody see. And these guys were clearly from the north. You could hear it in the sound of their voice. And their response, we had a huge tanker, a armored tank parked in front of the palace. Anybody move funny, you collect. So shout out to the original city boys. Shout out to everybody who went live on social media or posted their results, posted the proceedings of the election on social media.
Yeah.
You helped with transparency that we didn't know we could get. And like, shout out to you guys. And for all those who suffered intimidation, voter intimidation, suppression, whatever it is, man, shout out to you guys because really you showed us what this resilience is about. Showed us that this is not a sprint, but a full-on race. And like, shout out to you guys for sure. So
All right.
I'm done with my shout out now.
All right. So that leads us to pop of the week anyway.
Love it.
Yeah. Pop of the week, obviously, Nigerians who came out to vote, not just ones who came out to vote, but to end tyranny, corruption, bad governance. We are
Say
tired.
no to this structure.
Bro, we are tired. The last 8 years, now hell we see.
Listen.
There's no way in hell I'm voting for that same party again. I'm sorry. If you're an APC listener, I'm very sorry, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not voting for that party. Yeah. Yeah.
Like we experienced a level of shaky that we've never seen with our own two eyes before.
And the courage of people who came out, and even though they intimidated and beaten up, look at that woman who was beaten up,
but she came
still came back to vote, and people are donating to her right now.
I love it.
Yes.
So am I one of the polling units in Ikate, they stole one of the thugs were breaking people's phones in our polling unit. They were destroying
Yes.
people's phones. Once they see you holding your phone, which is why I didn't make a video of what was going on, because me fear don't already first so me make I know it's in the happen first. But they were destroying people's phone. And one of the electoral officials was an NYC babe, and they destroyed her phone, and people started
Yeah.
contributing money to her to buy
Yeah.
her phone back,
Like
like
that.
because
Now
waiting
she go
concern
get Pro
copper.
Max.
Do you
She go get Pro
understand?
Max. Yeah.
Waiting concern copper with all the rubbish with the happen. But yeah.
And shout out to all the coppers who did their jobs diligently.
Hmm.
I know a lot of them were afraid, and I don't blame you. But the ones that
Yeah.
still did their jobs diligently, like not bow down to corruption and
Mm.
rigging. Shout out to you guys. You
How
guys.
how was the NYC? How are the NYC guys in your
Oh,
polling
they were good. They
units?
were very good. Very, very
I
sound.
love that.
Very, very
I love
sound.
that.
Yeah,
I love
they
that.
didn't do any mago. Right
That's
now,
great.
flop of the week. And flop of the week has to go to the APC supporters.
Eh.
Such show of shame from your party yesterday, and none of you it's good that none of you could open your mouth to come and even defend your party. You
At all.
guys, if you belong to a party that has M. Solomo as a member, and what did God say? Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are, and I'll tell you who you are.
I tell you,
You people
100.
are nothing but thugs, agberus at the end of the
And
day.
and enablers of criminality, injustice, thuggery,
Omota, all of
and
them are omotas.
violence.
Because none
Exactly.
of you, none, till as we are recording this, the governor of Lagos State, nobody, no key
I
person in
said
APC
anything.
has come out to denounce the violence yesterday.
Exactly.
And you expect people
Nobody
in
has
their
said
right mind to
anything.
support you. To show that, as long as you people are keeping quiet, you people are thugs, you are murderers, you are killers, you are rapists too.
Yes, accomplices.
You are accomplices to this bullshit that we have.
Honestly.
Yes.
We didn't to be very honest, I'm so disappointed that something as crazy as what happened yesterday could happen in a place like Lekki, anywhere else. But I didn't think for the life of me that they would actually perpetrate such an act. Because why? Yes, we do understand that you're humble and loyal to whoever it is that puts you there. And I'm not calling names. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You're loyal to that person, but like still on still, come on. You have,
How much are these people giving you?
do you understand?
One small contracts that cannot change your life.
See, and even look at the area, look at the environment that you hold for such a party, and still on still, we are suffering the highest level of floods. One of the highest level of floods in Lekki it happens right here in Ikate, and still on still, you think that we're not tired? You think we don't see that? We think we
Continue.
don't hear your silence?
The
Are you
5 naira
kidding me?
there's a day that the money you people are looking for will not save you. That money
See,
no go save you.
See, and it's coming. It's coming quicker and faster. Actually, something happened some years ago. I don't want to put it because they pain points to the family, but still on still, like, bro, wising up.
It's changing. People are changing. Don't worry.
See,
Continue.
you have an assortment of learned, enlightened young people in this environment, and this is how you want to kill them based on what? People who are giving your
top votes.
Do you understand? People that are giving your economy, that are bettering your economy, bettering your, even the reason real estate is so expensive here is because of those people, and you want to kill them. How dare you bite the finger that feeds you just because of some
Like I
partisan
said,
belief?
today APC has not come out to denounce anything, but I'm not surprised.
Nothing. Of
NSAS
course.
themselves, honorary NSAS, their mouth is still heavy.
See how long it took them.
They assaulted protesters at Alausa, and your governor could not say anything. So
Nobody's saying anything.
To just,
No.
at the end of this, the old summary is that APC supporters are zombies. That's
Love
fun.
it.
And you people don't have sense. Whether you take it personal or not, you people are mad. You don't have sense.
See, because why? And you like first of all, so somebody who promises you a better country is enabling thugs and is not confident in himself that naturally and by the right of justice he can get to the seat, and you think that person is going to do you good? Really? You think? You really think that way? Is it possible? Is it possible that somebody who doesn't think about your welfare in this manner? Because once that fight starts, nobody go ask you whether na APC or PDP or LP you want vote.
Bullets no party affiliation.
You know no person. You understand? Everybody go collect. So for me, it's just really crazy that there are people who were really like sticking their necks out. But one thing I also noticed during this whole process was that LP, you people are bullies, and I love it.
I like
They
it.
are petty bullies.
But let's get ready. You know what? Let's get ready because now APC knows what is going to happen at the gubernatorial election. So they're going to now call fire for fire. And we to show say we get craze for head.
Listen, like no. We're really not taking the back burner anymore. Now Nigerians are really angry. Yeah. We have opened our eyes across border on every level of service. We are upset. Not one economic standard has not been cancelled. All of them were failed on. Nigeria back to back for the past how many years now has been failing every economic matrix. Where do you want to start from? Let's go. We are really at our piece for and we're tired. Like we're tired and it's obvious.
We're tired.
No. It's a mess. Like all Nigeria, right, shout out to you guys. 2-3 for doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it.
We're done. By the time you're listening to this, you know your next president is. And
yes,
just by chance, if it's not even Peter Obi, the next president has to know that from day one, we will apply pressure.
Listen.
You will smell yourself that day. You will smell yourself. There's no rubbish. If you're not doing the job, you will hold your neck.
We're not taking any excuses anymore. Yes. If you can't nip the board.
That rubbish that this idiot did, that he was showing everybody his polling, they showed everybody his
whether na campaign we they do for polling unit, I'm so confused.
They show a voting sheet. We'll not ask you for that one.
Do you understand?
If you don't have sense, we'll let you know from day one.
But
May 29. We don't want to say you don't enter office. Start to the
immediately. We need to hit the ground running.
Flying, not running. Flying. Flying.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you see that post that said that if you're going to vote LP and if you're going to vote LP and you're shouting APC, I appreciate that level of hypocrisy. Did you see that?
I love it.
I know that's exactly why we're here.
Personally, anybody who snatch ballot box and they shoot and they kill them.
Normally,
I'm not crying.
No, we don't feel bad about that.
You have to be mad for you to go and do that.
Exactly. A crazy person, and you deserve the bullet you got. It's sad that you got only as many as you get, you deserve it. Because why else? The people have spoken, and Nigeria Decides 2023 is live.
Yeah.
We're holding our seats tight and waiting for our next president. By our next episode, for sure, we'll know who is who. But don't forget. Do you understand? Don't forget to follow.
And Kylie, or whatever their names, I don't know their names.
Do you know I can't remember all their names now? It doesn't come to me.
I don't know that one, but whatever.
No, but Kylie and the other one.
When they come with their yash, their BBN.
Chloe.
Yeah,
Chloe, Courtney, and
when they come with their BBN yash, when they don't stand fast.
Listen, man, shout out to Nigerians. Nigeria Decides 2023 was live. Shout out to Nana also for putting us on all the up-to-date gist on what was happening with the elections on our 234 Essential page. That being said, follow us on all social media platforms at 234 Essential Podcast.
Yep. And that's all
and
right.
Send us fan mail.
Our fan mail at 234essential.com.
Very important. I also don't forget that I listened to I can't believe I didn't say it at the beginning of the episode. I listened to Loose Talk, and God save you. It's God that saved you, that you say that you chose to. I don't care whatever reason that you have given there, but God really saved you.
Stop harassing the son of man.
That you actually said, if you didn't say 234, I would have jacked your shirts in the open and post it on social media. So that everybody will know that there's a quarrel happening really in the podcast pandemic. Shout out to everyone who sent us fan mail. We appreciate you guys. And all those who checked up on me yesterday, seeing what had popped off in my polling unit. Thank you so much. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real structure.
All right, man. Thanks, guys, for listening to us. We'll be back with a new president, hopefully.
Oshay, brand new Nigeria. Be kind, people.
All right, man. Peace. We're out.